Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Monday morning. We have, of course, appropriately named the Monday Market Report for the week ending April 23rd, 2023. This is where we talk about some of the best, most impactful post 1900, what we call modern era of graded coins to have sold here in the last 7 days. And we have a pretty stacked lineup, all courtesy of greatcollections.com. One of the premier auction houses online today. If you have coins you want to sell, you got stuff that you want to move that you've been holding on to for a long time, they might be the answer. I'm just saying I think they're better than eBay, to be honest with you. But yeah, all of the auction activity this week, great collections. We have from top to bottom just a really amazing mix of coins for collectors. We're going to see how good the kind of like rare market is for a few of the coins that we have on display. In addition to all of the hyper ultra modern type coins, like stuff like post 1960 material that is suited for the amazing registry set market as well, has been booming, and we have a couple of probably the stupidest listings I've ever seen in quite some time. It's like, wow, really? I can only imagine the amount of money it took to obtain the coin, and then, you come out with essentially a lottery odds hit. So we do have a few of those. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is one of my long-standing series that I've been doing for probably like 6 years now, maybe a little bit longer than that, but everybody's loved it, and I'm glad to be able to produce this video, at the very least 3 times a month. There might be that one shot where I'm not available to produce one of these, but it certainly gives us a great kind of barometer check on the health of the market, because if the modern market is performing really well, then you could probably make the argument that the entire numismatics market is doing really well. So again, because we're talking about moderns generally take the hit first if the market was going down. So it's important to see kind of like where the graphs and kind of like all the numbers lie for the post 1900 era. So before we get started, by the way, I will have a Whatnot auction tomorrow, Tuesday, April 25th. It'll be at the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. So if you guys are interested, I didn't do one on Friday or Saturday. I was out for a few days. But we have a lot of coins. If you're looking for a really nice type piece, and I generally like to keep the nice stuff on hand, and you're looking for a good deal, then that might be the place for you. I will have my referral link and the link to my upcoming show tomorrow down below in the description box. So come check me out tomorrow night. Hope to see you guys there. And if anything, just hang out, talk, chat amongst everybody that it really enjoys a hobby this much. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's see what we have here from the week of closed sales from Great Collections. Of course, we're going to start out with a few of these ridiculous modern Lincoln cents. We have a few of them here today. 1981S. And yes, this is indeed a proof-struck coin. You can tell just from the level of frost on the devices, along with the mirrory black fields. This has the best combination of both. Okay, and then that's how you get the deep cameo designation. This particular one is a perfect graded 70. Full red by PCGS, and they call it the Type 1 because that's the mint mark type. They have 2 different types of mint marks that they used from the 1981 set. So one is a little bit more valuable than the other. In this particular case, this one ended up hammering at $2,531.25. And just like that, that's how we get started, ladies and gentlemen. This coin effectively comes from an $8 proof set. I want that to kind of like soak in a little bit. Just crazy. I mean, if you had found a coin in a proof set that you feel like, based off of its outwardly appearance, like you have to really get in close to make sure that this thing had no spots on it. White spots are kind of a thing on these. along with any staining or something to that effect. You know, if to your eyes they look pretty good like this one would, then you might have a real shot. But again, it's all a gamble, you know, because you're spending 30, 40 bucks to grade these things with no guarantee that you'll get the perfect grade. Come back 69, it won't be worth nearly as much, but hey, 69 is a fine grade. But with high quality strikes like proof coins, that's kind of to be expected. All right, and then case in point, we have also this one here as well, 1974S. This must be like an incredibly tough date, and you'll see why here in a moment. But this one also has a proof 70 red deep cameo, although the frost isn't as robust and white as the previous coin, because we're talking a 7-year difference in just quality at this point. But this one cuts all of the kind of like important aspects of what, you know, a registry set owner would look for in a coin of this magnitude. Now, you know, a registry set can have both business strike coins and proof struck coins. So, just because it's proof doesn't mean that it's not going to be more loved. You know, again, 1974 proof sets. You guys know what the market is for those? Yeah, it's still the same. Still in that $8 to $10 range. A Lincoln cent, if you were to find one of these that was cracked out of one of those proof sets, like say at a coin shop or somewhere to that, level, more likely you're going to pay what, $2 or $3 for a coin like this, maybe even less, if you're lucky. So what exactly does a proof 74S, value at? In this particular case, this is going to blow your mind. $23,062.61 was how much this one ended up selling for. Now, admittedly, I haven't seen a 74S proof 70 in quite some time. All right, this has a very low pop count at the perfect grade, and when it's that low, the prices are justified to that level. So again, yeah, you could come across one of these proof sets that costs you a song and a dance, and you could have $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in your hand. You just you have to be able to you have to be a strict rater to yourself, for sure, if you're going to get into these. Me personally, yeah, this is way too risky for me to do. I'm just telling you how I would do it. But it's always entertaining to see what the market is on something this, I guess, common or pedestrian. There's a few words that you would use to describe a coin like this. The next one that we have here, now we're going back another 50 years, folks. So for 40 years or whatever, 45 years. 1929S. Now this one is actually a variety. This is the S over S RPM. And it's designated as the FS501 as well in the Cherry Picker's Guide. So it's a big variety, and the earlier that you go in the Lincoln Cent series, for some of these big premier varieties, and especially grade still matters here in this conversation. But when you find one of these and they look like this, congratulations. It's yet again another huge find. This time NGC graded this one as 67 red, so that's pretty close to being a top pop coin. This one sold for $9,118.12. You're probably going to ask, well, is it going to be kind of like the same similar price in one without the variety? Yeah, it might be close, but the variety certainly adds a little bit of extra value. Because it is a Cherry Picker's Guide variety, we always take into account that these are always going to add additional premium to a coin of the same grade level compared to one that is not the variety. All right, now this is just a really cool, very pretty looking coin. I'm particularly partial to nice wood grain type coins. And this one has all the looks. This one has just amazing kind of like bark characteristics all over it. Far from the perfect coin. I mean, it's not a like mid-state red or anything. So this one, NGC got a hold of this one too as a mid-state 64 red brown. 23S by far one of the tougher dates to find with a nice clean strike. And this one has all of that. So when you put the aesthetics, the eye appeal, and the strike put it all together, I mean, you do have a coin that is worth more than your average bear. This one ended up selling for $1,293.75. We have a couple tough dates here. 14S, okay? Not the 14D, although we do have one of those on the list today. 14S is quite difficult, and especially if you're going to go after a market acceptable piece like this, where, you know, in this case, PCGS graded a mid-state 64 plus brown on this example here. It's also got a CAC sticker, which adds yet more additional premium to the coin. Yeah, these things are very meaningful. Anything branch mint, Denver, San Francisco, pre-1917, and at this grade level, are actively pursued, not only by registry set owners of the series, but also just folks out there that want better than what you would normally find in any coin shop or on eBay or anything like that. So when one of these comes in the market, again, you know, there's going to be a lot of attention paid to these. This one sold for $1,301.62. You know, I mean, it doesn't look like a $1,300 coin because it's oxidized brown, but again, this has all of the looks of a collector coin that the market wants. And then we have a 14D as well. You have a little bit of mint red on this one, but still PCGS gave it a brown designation, which is fair. Okay, this is more of a brown coin than anything else. Mint state 63 on the numerical grade. Again, this is your key date here from the earlier section of the Lincoln Cent series. And this one right here, yeah, pretty nice amount of money. $5,486.62 was the final realized price on this example. So you can see the writing on the wall, folks. This thing grades out red brown, full red, higher numerical grade. Even if it's just 1 point, the price jumps up exponentially on these. All right, now we're finally over to Nickels. Our first one here is a registry set necessity, 84p. Not a coin that we typically talk in the annals of, you know, rarities. But of course, when strike designation is of importance to a registry set, they even need coins like this. So it's mid-state 67 with full steps as denoted on the label. And this one sold for $1,125. We also have a 45D, everybody's favorite kind of little mini subset to collect, you know, the manganese silver alloys. You know, much like the 43 Lincoln sets, you know, completely different composition, and that's what's hot right now. These one-shot era type specific collector coins are always going to be very desired, raw or graded. This one right here is a mid-state 67 plus full steps. These are generally very well struck, just to add in that. But this is also one of the more common dates of this, like, numerical grade. So, still impressive. This one sold for $1,027.12. There are examples graded finer than 67 plus. So just to let you guys know, there is more out there. These things could get pretty prohibitively pricey in the marketplace. Now we got a few Nickels here in the Buffalo style. 34D, always going to be a semi-tough date, you know, especially in mid-state condition. Mid-state 66, CAC certified, very nice, well-struck example. A little bit of a rotated reverse error on here, although that's not the main selling feature of this coin. This one ended up hammering at $2,362.50. And two of the more impressive coins today is going to be this 1921, followed by the next one. 1921, just a really tough date for a nice strike and luster. Two of the things that are generally not well seen on these examples. This one looks pretty decent in my eyes. And because of its age, these circulated quite a bit. So very few of them were ever saved when they were struck and released. Mid-state 67. That's an impressive grade on a coin of this age. This one ended up selling for $4,156.88. But we also have this one here as well. Same grade. The previous coin, the 21, had a slight bit of toning. This one does not. It's just blast white nickel here. 21 or 20 Philadelphia. Doesn't seem like at first glance a very tough date, but it is. Anything above 66 for any Philadelphia minted 1920s coin is a good one to have, both on the collector side, but also the investor side as well. So this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, hammered at $8,744.62. Very pretty coin. And we have a couple dimes. Call me crazy, but if I told you that there is going to be a week where there's going to be a couple Roosevelt dimes on an MMR and a Barber dime, but no Mercs, you guys probably think I'm just pulling the wool over your eyes. But this is one of those weeks here. We have this 1967. Looks like a proof coin, but in reality, it's a special mid set, which is the alternative set that they made from 1965 all the way up to 67. So finding anything with a cameo on it, on any of the coins, not specifically just Roosevelt dimes, but any of the special mid set coins, that's what people are trying to cherry pick, and they're hopeful that they could find a top pop grade along with earning a deep cameo designation, which can be a little bit tough because these were produced with not the best set of dies to create the proof-like strikes. A lot of them, as a matter of fact, look more business strike than anything else. So PCGS got this one as a SP68 deep cameo. You can see the SMS on the label there. And this one sold for $4,905. I mean, this is one of the top coins of the week. A relatively modern SMS Roosevelt. So, yeah, yet again, another milestone. This is like the top 25% of the group today. And we also have this one here as well. A little bit of original toning, more of a mossy green than anything else. But, again, for a Roosevelt dime registry set, this is a very important, very, very difficult key to the series. 49S, Mid-State 67 Plus full bands by PCGS. And this one earned a sale of $1,352.25. And the final dime of the group, wow, I haven't covered a 1900 dated anything in a long time, but I'm glad we did today. We have a 1900p, so Philadelphia coin, Barber dime. Impressive coin with nice original skin to it. I wouldn't exactly call it the best looking toning ever, but Mid-State 66 is a grade you could, just accept on this one. You would not argue one bit about the beauty of this example. CAC even gave it its blessing as well. This one sold for $1,756.12. We have a few quarters, and we are going to end things off on one $50. Stay tuned for that one. It's a monster. So we have a 53 proof Washington quarter. Okay, very tough coin here, guys. If you're going to go out and actually purchase a 1953 proof set, you're going to end up spending, $300-400 for that thing. So the proof set itself is not cheap to begin with. So you got to make sure that you use a little bit of your cherry picking skills in this matter and try and find a deep cameo coin. They are very tough to find on anything earlier than 1965, So the earlier you get in the proof coin series, and you find a deep cameo, the more that they're worth. So PC just got this one as a proof 68 deep cameo, and it looks every bit of that, but it's also a doubled die obverse. It's not the craziest looking one. A lot of your doubling is in the motto on this particular piece, but it is indeed the FS 101. This one sold for $5,561, or $69 rather, at 31 cents. And just a good looking, very, very nice, pretty, not over the top toned Washington quarter. Again, another Philly here, 1950. This time around, PCGS graded this one as a Mid-State 67 Plus. Also has CAC Green Bean on the label as well. And this one sold for $3,612.38. Again, the originality of such coins with what I'd like to say is a little bit more plus attractive type of toning or skin on there. People do love these. And people do not love the toning on here, but again, it's that original skin. This is more of a pastel-y gray type, hue. My least personal favorite, color or tone on these coins, but 45, another Philly. The Philadelphias are dominating this week. Mid-State 68 by NGC, just a huge grade on this one. This one ended up selling for $2,421. So even with that original skin, which usually mutes down the luster on these pieces, it's still very wanted. People don't want coins that were dipped. Everybody loves the blast white coins that, that look like that they were minted yesterday. But, there's that top echelon 1% with the deepest pockets that care more about coins that look like this. So you kind of have to play to the market and the demands of it. And if you do that, then you could reel in big sales like this one. Holy Lowball Batman. And I would even consider it a lowball because it's a problem coin. 1901S, key date of the entire quarter, 20th century age range. But fair details on this one, which is unfortunate. Someone did actually try cleaning the obverse. I don't know what was on the obverse that wanted that. There's some gunk and grease and stuff on the obverse. So I don't know. Obviously, they had a really good reason to do that. But does that completely kill the value of a coin like this? No. Because in anything 2-3 points higher, this is a 5-figure coin all day long. So you kind of have to take what you could get here. So even this one, that looks like it came out of scrap silver, and I would venture guess that this was found in just a bulk kind of scrappy Barber quarter lot. What a crazy cherry pick. $1,710 was the sale price on this. So yeah, I've seen some crazier stuff, but this is up there. And here's our one impressive $50 for today. The accented hair deep cameo candy makes another return. Oh my god, this thing is so pretty. And Mid-States, or Proof 68 rather, is kind of like that numerical grade that really the market accepts quite a good deal. Here, deep cameo, beautiful, beautiful coin. $10,293.75. It seems to me that Proof 68 decam accented hairs have always been a 5-figure coin. So it looks like it's not slowing down anytime soon. But there you go, man. That's, ladies and gentlemen, not just man. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Monday market report for the week ending April 23rd. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Did you have a favorite today? I had a few favorites. Yeah, I really did. The 29S Lincoln was particularly nice because it was a variety. And a couple of the 20 and 21 Buffalo Nickels as well were right down my wheelhouse. But let me know down in the comments. And hopefully I get to see you guys tomorrow night for a Whatnot auction of the coin variety. Again, I'll have the links down below. If you're not signed up and you want to earn yourself $15 in credit to use on your first purchase, I have that referral link down below. But you guys were amazing. Thank you guys again for all your views and support. That's going to go ahead and do it. I will see you guys next time. Have a good time in the hobby and take care.